Hello. Oh, hello. There you are. Good to see you again. Got a little phlegm. So I'm taking my emergency. Don't want to shout out a brand in particular, but...
But if you wanted to sponsor us, that'd be dope.
That'd be cool. But, you just got to make sure you're getting the okay throughout certain time periods of the year. Any short-term supplements you like to take?
Honestly, I'm kind of new to the whole supplement thing. One time in one of my classes, it kind of scared me away from supplements, to be honest, because we were just talking about how, in our last podcast, she was talking about how basically what you said, in certain times of the year you need them, certain times you don't, and then also the fact that you can overtake a supplement. And I'm also one of the type of people, that made no sense. I'm also the type of person that likes to get everything cleared before I just take.
See, I'm not. But, Colin, Colin.
Yeah, shout out to Colin.
Yeah, he does, I think he has that same mindset. He likes to do like a cleanse before he starts anything, like a new habit. He'll just like cleanse his soul and his body. Even if it's just like, I got to get a haircut, I'm going to cleanse. But
I can't say I'm surprised. I'm looking to take fish oil, and I actually bought it, but now I just need to actually remember to take it.
Yeah.
But also, when you're like new to taking stuff, I want to make sure I don't take it on like an empty stomach, because you never know how certain
I don't know if
stuff will like. It says to take it with water and a meal.
Okay. But this is not a supplement podcast.
Whatsoever. I don't know how we got talking about that. Oh, because you're drinking your supplement.
Yes, and I just took the last drink of it a few seconds ago. Super sweet. Yes. Back to the main subject. The weight room. Welcome back.
It's good to be sitting back on the mic again.
I don't sit on my mic, but
you
however you get the words. Formulate sentences. Anyway, yes, good to be back. And, it's December 29th. Got a few days left in 2020. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, 2021. Will it be a better year?
I think it will be. But first, I think we have to set goals.
Right.
And that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah.
Goals are good. They help you get things done, stay on track, give your action meaning. Otherwise, you're just kind of floating around like a leaf in the wind.
That's one way to put it.
Do you think that goal, or you think that leaf has a goal? No, it's just like, yeah, I'm out here.
Yeah, it's get flying to its next destination to where it gets crumbled.
Exactly. So be the tree, be the tree.
That grows.
Exactly.
And flourishes. And then, I think that's a great analogy, because like sometimes our leaves, like our habits, sometimes they need to go.
Yeah.
And sometimes we outgrow things, and that's okay. Sometimes the branch on the tree needs to fall off. Yeah, so I think today we're just going to talk about SMART goals. We're going to talk about what and how and why.
New Year's coming up. Some people like to do resolutions,
Yeah, resolutions are important. Definitely can make you a better person.
Yes. The only thing I don't like about resolutions is that 25% of people don't stick with them after 2 weeks,
Yeah.
Thank
you for that tidbit of information.
I heard that earlier, just can't remember where.
That's a pretty good chunk of people for just 2 weeks in.
Yeah, and I think it's because they don't have SMART goals.
Probably.
And
hold on. It's
yes.
not that their goals are maybe good, but they don't lay them out
smartly.
Yeah.
Capital S-M-A-R-T, lowercase L-Y.
Capital, I'm going to learn how to spell this year.
That's my resolution.
SMART is an acronym for specific,
measurable,
attainable,
realistic,
relevant,
and timely.
Realistic and relevant are, depending on like who you, like if you were to just look up SMART goals, you would see both. So I guess, you could put both in, you could put one, you could put the other, just whatever works for your goal, I guess, So, specific. What does it mean to be specific and not specific?
I think it just means to be like not unspecific. So basically defining what you actually want to achieve.
I think for the sake of this, it could be helpful if we like come up with a goal, and as we break down these letters and what they mean, maybe like talk about, like add on to like a said goal, you know?
Okay, so let's make the goal of running
Okay, yeah.
a marathon.
Okay.
Since you have that goal, kind of.
Okay. Mini marathon. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
We're not all Daniel. So specific. Let's, specific goal.
So I think the goal would be like specificity wise would be like, I want to run a marathon in 5 hours on November 30th.
Right. So then we move down to the M of SMART, and we get measurable. So how are you going to track your progress? How are you going to see that you're making progress? How are you going to analyze your data? Stuff like that.
Yeah. So
I mean, the analyzing data, that's probably really scary to some people.
Yeah.
But it's really not that
pretty
serious.
Fun sometimes though, because you get to like look at your how good you're getting.
Right. That's literally all it would be for running. Just seeing
how far
your mile
heart
time
rate
go down. So being able to look back and see your progress, see if things are working, stuff like that.
Yeah, because when you can measure it, it also helps you like be able to look in the future too and say, am I actually going to be able to achieve this goal in time? True. Based on my, current state.
Right. Because, let's say, I set this goal in January of running the marathon in November. If in June I'm not at the marker that I say I need to be at in order to run that marathon in November, well, I still have plenty of time to,
switch it up.
Switch it up, yeah.
So, yes, measuring is important, but it's also kind of fun,
So attainable. Is it attainable to run a marathon when I start training in January to run it in November?
11 months.
Yeah.
So that could be, obviously based on each individual person. It's not just like, is it something I can do? It's like, are the methods I'm taking gonna make this attainable?
R is realistic.
Yes.
So I'm gonna use this example that I was about to use. So maybe you really want to run that marathon, but you're just not a runner, okay? Maybe you've never been in the gym, that's okay. Maybe you're a weightlifter, maybe you're a power lifter, whatever. You just don't run. Maybe you work on a mini marathon first, or even a 10-miler.
Yeah.
And then in 2022, you work up to that full marathon. Maybe the full marathon isn't so realistic, just jumping into it.
Timely. The T. The final aspect. You got to set your goals in a decent timetable. And if you give yourself 2 weeks to give up on your goal, then you'll be within the 25%.
Yeah, so congratulations.
You could win that goal. You could accomplish that. Maybe not the best goal to set.
Yeah.
But hey, could be a good starting off point. Achieve that goal and then set another one. So you talked a little bit about long-term goals, short-term goals. I think that's very important to talk about for a second,
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't just have a long-term goal of running a marathon and expect to really stick to it, because we got to have those markers that we're hitting certain points. I want to be able to run 5 miles by February. You definitely want to set a short-term goal, and that could be a daily goal, even something as simple as just
10K steps a day even.
Yeah, or something that's not even that. It's just I want to make sure I'm running every single workout, whenever, not necessarily every single day, but I don't want to miss a workout. My daily goal is to not miss a workout.
Yeah.
And so then by not missing a workout, your weekly goal can be actually achieving an actual number, and then your monthly goal is, now I have the stamina to run 5 miles, and then next month 10 miles. If you set a goal for 11 months away, even if you have the best plan in place, it can just get kind of boring and you just lose interest.
Yeah, so I think that those short-term goals can promote adherence. Once you hit that being able to run 5 miles, you're like, oh wow, that feels good.
Another thing with having a goal, especially long term, you got to have the discipline. So what are some things we can do?
I feel like we're a record player right now because we keep bringing up the same stuff, but vision boards.
Oh yeah.
We've talked about vision boards the last like 2-3 days, I think.
Yes.
I mean, I think again, a vision board goes back to that accountability aspect almost. That if it's printed and it's out, it's there for you to see daily. It's there for other people to see. And it's just a constant reminder of your why. So even when you're maybe not feeling too motivated to go on that 5-mile run, 10-mile run, you're going to do it anyways because you see your vision board and you're like, okay, well, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Along with that, like writing your goals down, like physically writing them down, I think has been shown to like also increase your sticking with it factor.
Yeah. I think I have seen a lot of stuff on that. And I mean, not even goals that I write down, more so just of writing down like stuff I need to get done. It gets done if I write it down versus if I don't write it down, it doesn't get done. So even like daily task. Aside from vision boards and just, maybe a vision board isn't for you, that's okay. Like write it down. Put it on, your bathroom mirror.
Yeah.
Put it in your
lipstick.
car. Yeah, sure. You really have to drill this in your head that discipline outworks motivation or whatever the saying is. Okay?
Oh,
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? So you just have to, when you're making your SMART goal, you have to acknowledge that you just have to be prepared. I think something that is missing in SMART goals is the fact that you have to prepare for your relapse of not wanting to do it, of not wanting to get up, not wanting to go on that run. So if you can, from the get-go, say, okay, this is what I'm going to do on those days, have a plan, ready, how you're going to react, be proactive, not reactive.
Something that I found very helpful for me, and this is very general, and I get that general advice, but if you feel like taking a rest day, if you feel like you need a rest day, not like a scheduled rest day, but if you feel like you need a rest day, maybe just take one more day and do it, and then take the rest day tomorrow if you need it. That's, like I said, general advice, obviously not fitting for every circumstance, but
almost like if you push through this one workout that you don't want to do, this one whatever that you don't want to do, it's almost like a reward the next day.
Right, if you still want it. Like sometimes, a lot of times, you get through it and you're like, oh, I'm glad I did that, and the next day you're back on track.
Right.
But if you really feel like you need, sometimes, when I say really feel like, not like if you're sick or whatever, if you have a broken leg.
More so just lacking motivation.
Right, if you're lacking that motivation, do the workout, do the whatever in that circumstance, in that day, in that time. And then if the next day you still feel like you need some time off, then take the time off.
I think that's really good advice. I think I might have to start implementing that.
But every time we take that like initial sudden, oh, I want to take the day off, so I'm going to take it off kind of deal, it's almost like we're getting a little bit less disciplined each time instead of,
Yeah. There's a time and a place for, spontaneous rest days, but lack of motivation, lack of discipline is not one of them.
That's about it. I hope you have a great New Year's.
Hope you have a great 2021. I hope it's filled with whatever you want it to be filled with.
This is going to come out on the... Should we put it out on the minute before New Year's? Well, we can't do it by minute, but should we do it on 11 o'clock on New Year's Eve or like midnight on New Year's Day?
Midnight on New Year's Day.
Okay. So this is
our episode is going to drop when the ball drops.
Okay, so this is going to come out on New Year's, on the new year, on the Eastern time zone.
Yeah.
But
True. So if people are not in Eastern time zone,
don't listen to it until...
Well, no, I'm just confused. When the ball drops, do they rewind or do they just watch the ball drop?
They probably have different ball drops for different time zones.
Oh. So we're not just king of the world over here.
Well, yeah, because like Australia, I think, does a time drop like 14 hours before we do. Right. I mean, a ball drop, whatever.
Well, yeah, that's true. But anyways.
So, yes, check this out. Oh, wait, you probably already are if you listen to it. But I forget sometimes. The things aren't like...
We're actually not live this time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a new year. It's a new... I'm not going to say it, but you know what I was about to say. It's a new year, so get it done. And
It's a new year. And it's time for you to do something for you.
yes, I believe that to be true. So have a great 2021. Thank you for starting it out very strongly with this podcast. And if you're listening and you'd like to get in touch with us, you can do that, of course. You can find me on Instagram at daniel.personaltraining.
And you can find me at Holly with 2 Wise Voles. And, maybe you're listening to this February. Maybe you're listening to this in December of 2021. 2021? 2021. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
don't
it's
like
like,
the way
you
that
know how
sounded.
older people like used to say, and maybe you don't remember, but like 1964, like 19, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I know
Like
what
the
you're
older
saying,
way
yeah.
of saying stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how we're going to sound to people when we
Yeah.
say 2002 or something. 1902, we were out there on the Civil War line or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So, anyways, no matter when you're listening to this, just let it guide your goals for whatever. We're constantly setting goals, even without realizing it, I think.
Yeah.
So no matter when you're listening to this, New Year's or not, it's applicable to you. And as you said, always feel free to reach out. We can discuss SMART goals, discuss, if you just want to say, hey, here's my goal. I want you to hold me accountable. We can do that.
But also don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. If you're listening maybe on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, I think on Amazon Music, I'm trying to think of all the other ones. What's it called? Maybe. There's a bunch of ones, but whatever you're listening on, subscribe to it. And
leave a review,
yes, if you're especially if you're on like Apple Podcast, where you can easily go in there and like leave a review and leave a rating. I'm very excited that we got our first 1-star rating.
Rad.
I know.
Whoever gave us that 1-star, thank you.
No, I'm really excited because that means they actually listened to it probably.
To not like it.
Yeah. So thank you and come again. Hope you're listening to this one.
That actually makes me laugh. Thank you.
Oh, I was very excited because you get your family to like hit this
Right.
subscribe and hit the ratings, but you don't really have a true listener until someone gives you 1 star because that means they don't like you and they listened.
So our goal for 2021 is to get more 1-stars. That one star. Thank you for the listen anyways. I genuinely hope you listened and aren't just like a troll.
I also hope that it wasn't a robot.
Yeah.
And I hope that you didn't mean to hit 5 stars and accidentally hit 1.
Either
that would
way,
stink.
I wish we could see who it was. I would honestly not be mad.
Oh, if you're the one that left the 1 star, please contact us on social media. We'll be glad to talk. Obviously, you have some questions that need to be answered about how we can improve this podcast. So, yes, reach out to us. If you really have a 1-star rating, please leave a review. Let us know how bad we are because we want to know. We want to know. We want to hear it. So, thanks for the 1-star. Thanks for making our day, I think.
Truthfully, though, when I don't like something, I just exit out of something, leave something, forget about it. The fact that they wanted to leave a 1-star, it's pretty rad.
Yeah. So leave your honest. I don't just want a bunch of 1 stars, but leave your honest review on the podcast and let us know what you think. But until next time, until
2021, I guess.
Well, it would be 2021 when they hear this, so. Oh,
yeah. Until 2022. Well, yeah, until next time, I guess.
Until next time, stay grinding, stay setting those SMART goals, and keep crushing it. Can't wait to talk more.
And let us know what you want to hear in 2021.
That's it. So,
peace.
Have a great day and a great year. Talk to you soon.